You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrans for Black and White Sports. We're going to talk about something that we wish so many people, organizations, schools would have done a long time ago when all of this crap started. When all of these pathetic, woke-ass athletes decided that they wanted to use the national anthem as their method of protest, if everybody would have stood up and had the nerve, the testicular fortitude of Dr. David Olive, school president for the Bluefield College Rams, we wouldn't be in the position with sports that we are now in all very likelihood. Okay? If everybody would have taken the same stance, the media couldn't have done shit about it. But so many cowered down and they turned tail, did they not? Very quickly, I'm wearing our socialism media t-shirt. That nice little black and white network under there. Grab you 10% off out of the merch store. Promo code LeBron sucks. LeBron, S-U-X, sucks. All one word. Let's get to the story. It is from Fox News. And simply put, it is awesome. It is awesome. Bluefield College Rams basketball team announced their decision to remain in the locker room during the national anthem for the remainder of the season, just one day after they were forced to forfeit a game because the school, the president of the school, suspended the entire team for kneeling. That is correct. Forward Stanley Christian told ESPN, and I'm sure ESPN is trying to throw this guy under the bus, told ESPN that players came to the agreement that they would continue to protest the national anthem in this way after school president Dr. David Olive suspended the entire team for kneeling before Tuesday's home game, forcing them to forfeit Thursday's game against Reinhardt College. Christian, a player, a forward on the team, it's bigger than us. We don't want to have a season taken away from us. We feel like we're in a great position to bring the school a title, so we'll stay in the locker room during the national anthem. They don't want any more backlash, and we would definitely take a knee during the anthem. If you're so worried about the school winning a title, then come out, stand for the national anthem, look at the flag, respect it, and keep your mouth shut. Figure out a different method of protest. Or better yet, do your research, get educated, and realize that racial injustices are a false bullshit narrative made up by the leftists, the leftists and the leftist mainstream media. But you expect everybody else to do research and just go along to get along, and frankly, we're all tired of that bullshit. In a statement obtained by WVVA, Dr. David Olive, the president, Olive said he was previously unaware the students had been kneeling and was only made aware of the situation after local media in Virginia covered a January 30th home game. He continued to say that he had informed the team's coach that any further action would result in consequences for the players. After discussing the situation, I shared with Coach Morgan that kneeling during the anthem would not be allowed, and I instructed him to share that with his team. I then instructed VP Walker to communicate this prohibition to all head coaches so similar incidents would not occur. Olive continued, the basis for my decision stemmed from my own awareness of how kneeling is perceived by some in our country. I did not think a number of our alumni, friends, and donors of the college would view the act of kneeling during the anthem in a positive way. Olive said that after conversations with the coach, the team subsequently kneeled again He met with the players after this to discuss other ways in which they could bring attention to racial injustices. I further told them that their intended message in bringing awareness of racial injustice was being diluted or completely lost because some saw their act of kneeling as being disrespectful to the flag, me, our country, me, and to our veterans, me. In my opinion, their message was not being heard. The team remained in the locker room for the following game, but then on Tuesday they decided to kneel, and they were all suspended. I will kneel with you anywhere in expression of solidarity about racial injustice and inequality, except during the national anthem. Christian told ESPN specifically of their meeting that they had with Olive and said their decision to kneel came after they felt their voices were not being heard. Okay, so look, let's be real. That's the thing now, isn't it, Olive? Or Christian. It's obvious. Look what happened here. You got suspended, so you ran to the absolute most liberal, despicable mainstream media outlet involved in sports you could find, which is ESPN, which you knew absolutely would give you sympathy and give you a platform to try to throw Dr. David Olive under the bus. Frankly speaking, it sounds to me like Dr. David Olive at this point needs to just suspend the whole team for the rest of the season. Look, I don't know how this is going to turn out because we know once the mainstream media gets a hold of this, every media outlet involved in sports, maybe even CNN, maybe even MSNBC will get involved. We know how this works. They will cancel Dr. David Olive. We know it. We just saw it with Gina Carano. Okay, we've seen it with so many that decide to fight back against the leftist narrative and fight back. Look, it's not up to Dr. David Olive to do your team's investigation on racial injustices and find out the fact that in itself is bullshit. It does not exist. Do your research. Do your research on police brutality. And you will find out that in itself, based on race, is horseshit. But you, look, the mainstream media fed you that crap. You players want to believe it. And now you want everybody else to believe it. That's not happening, dude. And not only that, but so many of you, I keep saying, Dr. David Olive said it, whatever your message is that you are trying to get across, once you disrespect this country, which should be put above everything else, regardless, race, color, anything, this country is bigger than you, Christian. You woke-ass athletes, stop it. LeBron James, all of you. This country is more important than you as a whole. It is. And I don't care what color you are. I don't care what side of the political aisle you're on. You respect this country. Okay? Because, look, the men and women that died in the military and the police force that protect so many people in this country, they are the reason you're getting to go to Bluefield College and play basketball. That you are free to even do that to begin with. I applaud Dr. David Olive for breaking the narrative. We know once the mainstream media, and I'm sure ESPN's going to do it, and we'll be watching for it, they're going to destroy David Olive. We know how this is going to work. They're going to go after him. But for right now, for this second, I applaud him for stepping up and actually suspending the whole damn team. And they had to forfeit a game, and he made it clear, we're putting the national anthem ahead of you players and your agenda. You go to this school, You will do what we say as long as you are playing at the school, or you won't play. Bravo. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.